chilling with my beautiful sister. Say hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Say hi, Tomeekha.
Hi.
Hi. Shey, get out from behind that cabinet. Shey, love phone. Shey, say hi. You're not even gonna say hi, Shey?
They call me the chef.
That's right, Chef Shey. What you cooking?
We got some greens and onions. We cooking them down a little bit more. More is more.
Ooh, this is not tofu, is it? This looks like satine.
That's tofu.
Satan. That's tofu. That looks good.
Look like fish.
Yeah, a little bit. And that's mashed plantain. So y'all vegan out. And me and Stella got some
Alcohol.
1800. I put the wine in the freezer. Girls' night. Dinner is served. We got the plantain. I didn't fix my plate as pretty as everybody else. On top of the greens and onions, on top of the tofu fish style. She subscribes to Blue, what's it called?
Blue Apron.
Blue Apron. Baked jerk tofu and smashed plantain with
Those are my next 2 meals.
garlic, ginger, collard greens. What's that?
She got roasted broccoli and fragolo sarda salad.
Turn it on. What did I say? Oh, that's a salad. Okay.
You got it? Oh, it comes with it.
So how is it, Chef Shey?
Fabuloso.
Oh, I'm gonna taste mine. I should go to the table. I'm gonna go to the table. Okay.
Like if you don't chicken
So
or
here's my plate
You can select
and my
where you
wine.
see. Like you'll get fish, meat,
I'm not getting you, Shey.
and
Blocking my camera.
maybe some vegetarian stuff. But my friend in Texas had
I totally got you out of frame and you dipping in. I'm trying to avoid her ass. And she I'm sorry, Tomeekha. Finish saying what you were saying.
I was saying say my background.
I see. The hype girl.
If you don't select a certain thing, you receive everything.
They'll just send it all. Get it.
Each week you'll see what they're sending you next.
But they only send how many a week?
One box.
One box
with 3 meals.
with 3 meals.
Oh, it comes with 3 meals for $45.
$45.
Now that's better.
That's for a family of 2. You can select a family of 4.
Right.
And 3 meals,
Ain't no family.
you'll have
Just single.
4 servings for each of the meals they send you.
For how much?
I don't know.
Probably double. But
Maybe
that's
65 or something like that.
that's a good deal. 3 meals for $45.
Oh, I might have to check. This piece kind of going to the damn grocery store.
It does.
Girl, when I
The
got
grocery stores by me, it's just like,
It's good to pick up some things,
Let me tell you
especially
what,
when they're on
Jay
sale.
was here when I opened it. It was like you just went to the grocery store. You're pulling
Because
out
you got to
fresh
put it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you pulling it out. It's like you're pulling it out the grocery bag.
Without doing all that walking and in L.A. packing your groceries and you don't not in L.A. Yeah, in L.A. it's
I got
harsh.
Stater Brothers, Albertsons, Walmart grocery store.
I like Walmart
I like
grocery
that
store. They're about to open all these. All these reminds me a lot of Walmart grocery store.
I like the Walmart grocery store.
Me too. It's so cheap and they got such good stuff.
Yes, they do.
They got a lot of
I don't
organics.
buy their meat. I mean, I don't buy steak or chicken from there.
I buy the shrimp, boy. They have
I don't
some
buy
good
that.
shrimp deals.
I buy their salmon
I like
because it's
shrimp
frozen.
from them.
It's
Yeah, the
fish.
frozen shrimp. I ain't seen no fresh meat
Make
there.
sure it's wild caught.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one I buy. It comes in a
Bag sealed.
Yeah, sealed bag.
Mhm.
You get like 5 or 6 fillets.
Mm-hmm.
I buy it.
It done got hot in
But
here.
then we got the
boots.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, Stephanie.
You better eat your food. You sitting
I want you to record me, okay?
Eating?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I want to taste it. I'm going to taste it on camera.
I'll record it.
Okay, let me give it to the photographer.
Yeah, go on. That's
Cause Shey,
all trade.
the photographer slash
model,
chef, who's gonna turn her head and take the camera.
Oh, I like the green.
I got a lot of mashed plantain. It's got a little slight sweetness to it, and the green.
She act like she be in the restaurant course.
Yeah, I'm critiquing
like she coming in.
Have some.
You gotta. Oh, you vlogging this?
Yes, Stephanie. The greens have a light, smooth flavor, like they in coconut oil or something. And the fish is really good. This is the best vegan.
Oh, that's fish?
What?
Tofu.
Soy, tofu, blackened tofu or something. It reminds me of fish. That's the best.
You could have made that.
Fish substitute. I know. I'm gonna get the recipes. This is collard greens. I got collard greens in my backyard.
You can order it from
Blue Apron.
And then you don't have to get the recipe. You can just order it and do it yourself.
Well, I ain't do it myself.
It's probably cheaper if you bought it from here.
I have to see for a family of 4. Maybe I just have to do it for a family of 2.
Who gonna eat that shit? Who gonna eat that?
That's true, huh?
Your husband is not. Your 2 sons definitely are not.
Giovanni's everything.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then I take that back.
You go to the refrigerator, you be like, where's my stuff? He's like, it was in the refrigerator for 2 days. He got a 2-day rule. This is 2 days. It's gone.
Yeah, I put that on the refrigerator. That shit's wrong. That is just so wrong.
I was like, oh well. You don't eat your stuff fast enough. It's gone. This is really delicious. I'm enjoying this. Let me see if the wine tastes as good as I remember. How was the 1800?
Oh, 1800, fine. Right, Shey?
Hey, I'm about to find out all over again how good it is.
Okay. Bring your cup. Bring your cup.
Thank you.
This wine didn't chill all the way and it's still good.
The fun behind building a wall. Well, let's say he builds a wall, right? And he affects if he affects immigration in any type of way, that's going to affect housing. Mm-hmm. That's going to affect job, economy. I'm not saying in a good or bad way, but I'm just saying.
I'm going with the words for Trump.
If he goes hard on immigration, that's going to have an effect on the state of black people. The black communities everywhere. That's gonna, especially in Southern California.
A Hispanic can get 10 people in a house. They'll live together.
And they have a collective but they have a collective mentality where we take our family and we put our families together and we pool our resources together and we buy more property and we bring more family in. Do you see that in the black community? No. We say let's all stack it together and let's pool our resources together and buy more property.
They will be able to buy $1 million home.
First of all, California ain't nothing but an extension of Mexico, so we need to cut all this whole border bullshit anyway. Let's stop it. Khalifa, come on, let's do some homework. Come on, man. This whole politics ain't nothing but WWE. I'm waiting for Vince McMahon to moderate the next debate. Because this shit ain't nothing but some Hulk Hogan shit.
I actually really think Hillary's going to win, but a lot of people really didn't think. I mean, did you think Trump would get as far as he got?
Out here with a fucking grab.
Did you think Trump would have got as far as he gotten when he announced his pregnancy? That he was going to run for president?
I thought it was a joke.
Did you think he was going to get as far?
I didn't think Obama would get as far as he did either.
No.
Excuse me, President Obama. I'm so sick of people saying Obama.
I knew he was going to be president.
You did?
Now you get Bernie Sanders, and of course he
First black president.
Oh, check this out. There's going to be a march on...
You know what? I don't want to...
You know about it? This tomorrow. It's a march.
We've been marching for the last 12 years.
No, it's not us. It's not us. It's Bernie Sanders supporters from King and Western to King and Figueroa.
It's the same folks. It ain't.
And
when you say it's a march, who marches for Bernie on King?
Bernie supporters.
Who? What do they look like? Which shade are they? Tell me.
I'm thinking they white because our area is heavily white.
Not on no King.
What? Well, let me tell you something. He's showing up. He gonna speak at the sports arena. That's where the march ends. And the train is right there.
I'm so tired of marching.
It's gonna be some white people.
He's gonna be at Krispy Kreme.
Wait a minute. First of all, wait a minute, Shey. Not no black people gonna march to listen to Bernie Sanders because he's running for president. We barely vote.
Republicans, don't get it twisted.
No, he's Democrat. Bernie Sanders, Democrat.
Oh, yes.
Yes, he is. But
not to me.
We don't even get out and vote. So how are we gonna march? You know what I'm saying? We didn't march for President Obama.
We didn't have to. They marched their asses right down to 12400 East Imperial Highway.
We have been marching.
They did.
You know what?
Marching for the last 500.
I'm gonna videotape it. I bet I can count the black people on one hand.
We've been marching for the last 500,000.
It's not us.
Years.
It's not us.
But again,
wait, what street did you say?
King Boulevard, honey. King and Western to King and Figueroa.
I'll be at work.
Let me tell you, if they are marching on King and Western, I guarantee you they are window shopping for property. Don't get it twisted.
Whatever. It's not gonna be us.
Window shopping for the next gentrified neighborhood. That's all they do.
It's not gonna be us.
Of the real estate market and what's going on right now.
Let's look at that trend.
I thought I quit school.
The market was coming close to the lowest of the low. In 2010, it was at the true bottom of the market. It was the lowest it could go, and that's when I bought my house and some other people bought their house. A month after I bought my house, it started to increase. It's been on a steady incline all these years. So if you go back in history, the real estate market on the first time when we had that huge rise where everybody was overturned and paid too much upside down their homes, that trend was at a steady incline for 10 years. So before then, it was another like 10 years. So what the trend is showing is that every 10 years. So even if we're in 2016 now, and the market is high and it's considered a seller's market, it's a seller's market for people who bought their homes here. But for people who aren't homeowners and want to come in, or they are homeowners and they still want to buy anywhere here, especially like maybe right here while it's still on an incline. Because what happened is by the time it gets all the way to its peak, which will be a full 10 years later, or so, or 10 to 15 years later, you will have been in, from what you made in your mortgage, you will already, the difference, your actual value will be not value, but what you paid into it, you've now brought back down here. So what that means is when it starts to come down, you're not upside down.
Yeah.
You actually, if you're smart and you come up here and you know when you start to get a feel when things start dropping, then you probably either want to sell or start renting. Because the thing is when you sell, you get a lump sum, but when you rent, the renters always have to pay, and it's safer to rent than it is to own the property. So if you're renting to cover at this peak,
but you gotta find somebody that
you will. The thing is, because what's going to happen now is people are upside down. This is what happened. People are upside down on their homes. They're not paying to get out the homes. They're not getting themselves out of foreclosure. They're walking away. So what they're doing is they're already paying this amount. So if your rent is this amount and you don't have to be responsible to a bank, then I'm going to give you $4,000 to rent your spot. and successfully pay it every month because I can do it. As opposed to getting out of foreclosure. It's going to cost, it could cost anywhere from $20,000 to get out of foreclosure for a house at this thing. So it's safer to rent. It happened when we had the incline before. People walk away from their houses and went and rented shit that was the same amount that they were paying for mortgage. It's safer. Renting safer. So that's what you do. And then when it starts to come down here, even if you still, I have a couple friends that walked away from their stuff. So
I walked away from mine too. That was way before 2008.
You see what I'm saying? So
that's that gospel.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you just look at the trends, even with that condo or whatever, those condos, considering all the developmental things that's going on, or anywhere, whatever you buy in a developmental area, you don't lose per se. Because you're still at the incline.
To me, the area is not as nice as it used to be.
And it don't have to be. It's about what's going on.
That's what we call real estate.
Because the Dons have, them apartments used to be really nice in the Dons going down Los Angeles. They look like shit.
Oh, but give that some time.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be shitty at first.
It's
gonna be shitty at first.
It's always been nice, and it also depends on who owns the property.
Right.
And guess who you think is gonna buy up all that property prior to all of that redevelopment that's going down now.
And it still may be shitty until the people move out.
And not only that, it's about
vision. What is to come?
It used to be really nice over there.
So did that property
because what happened. So what you're
on King Boulevard by the shopping center.
To the bottom of
right.
When it was at the bottom peak, not the peak, but the bottom line, the bottom of the trend.
It's been shitty for a long time. The Dons, when Jackie and Tommy moved, shit, we talking about not even in the 2000s.
Yeah,
Jeff's been there 20 years.
96, 97, 96. I was out here in 96, so 95, 96.
That's about right. That's a slow, but it works in cycles though.
And we had lived there.
But the thing is, if you go off of how a community looks and what you know of it to be, and that's the mindset
but
you
then,
have.
But it's still communities that's still nice. I lived over here when I was 4 years old. It's still nice. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like it ran down.
Yeah, but
I live 4 blocks away.
But there's so many.
We talking 40 years ago. Over 45 years ago.
Yeah, but there's a larger picture though. Who you're talking about land?
Because some areas it could be nice and then.
Right, but like I said, and like we're saying, it's you have to consider the owners. You got to consider trends. You got to consider the entire globe. You know, you got to consider the trends within the country, how that affects each state, how and the trends in the economy. How does that affect the state? How does that affect the cities? You know, so there's so many moving parts that affect certain neighborhoods, but there's so many things going on underneath, and it's all about vision too. You may see things in its current state, but it will always be in a constant forward change. And just like she illustrated, it works in a cycle. So it may look like shit. It ain't gonna look like shit 10, 15 years from now, because people who are coming in and buying those as investment properties are going to be obligated to make them to look nice and presentable.
That's when the jungle went down.
From the outside in. But the jungles have been around for a long time. But like it's about
used to be
cycle.
really nice when the white people was living there, because I lived there. My grandmother lived there.
Right. It's not gonna look like that forever.
Well, it's been looking like that.
But it's not gonna look like that forever.
Since I was like 8.
Yeah, but it's not gonna look like that forever. Because at some point, someone is gonna take an interest in that area.
And then that's what we were saying. Magic and what's his name took an interest in it, and then Magic back
minor partners in that. Those are not major partners. Those are minor. Like people like to give Magic Johnson a lot a lot of credit for Starbucks. I'm like, first of all, Starbucks was a licensing
already
deal.
business.
Oh, yeah, Magic Johnson was a licensing deal. That's different from saying, like, Magic Johnson does not own Starbucks. Starbucks owns Magic Johnson Starbucks. That's a licensing deal. That's totally different.
Yes, the Starbucks came up by that.
Starbucks came up on that off of a licensing deal. People want to talk, like, when people was talking about this whole, you know, Patti LaBelle pies. Patti LaBelle is not selling her pies on her own website. Why? Because that was a licensing deal that she
contracted with Walmart.
Yeah. Oh, we understand.
You know what I'm saying? So they get Magic Johnson didn't cut his own check with that Starbucks deal. Patti LaBelle didn't cut her own check, and I ain't mad at that. You can cut me a check, Starbucks. You can cut me a check, but what I'm saying is that when we talk about these black celebrities who have an interest in a particular, they're usually more than likely minor partners. They're not majority stakeholders. They're minority in a literal sense. So
but they said it did not, and that came out of Keyshawn's mouth himself. The reason it fell through is because Magic backed out.
Okay, because Magic had to put his money somewhere else.
But
I don't know.
But here's the thing.
He put his money into the Dodgers, and he was trying to buy the Clippers, and now he owns.
He only got so much money to go around. Well, Magic Johnson only got
a long time ago.
So you can't take every project. He might be interested. It might say no. Okay, I like this. No.
But let me go back to the Jungle, Baldwin Hills, and all that area, and the redevelopment of that area by the Crenshaw Plaza, and that Kaiser coming up. So what's good to understand or to know is the properties maintain their value in areas where there are businesses.
Right.
Because it's the people that work there that want to live closer to their jobs. So they pay that money, the $500K, the $600K, or what have you. And so that's what keeps the property in like areas where you have like the Kaisers and the big businesses and corporate buildings and stuff like that, because it's the employees and the business people that are buying those spaces. And before you know it, also they may, even the condos, corporations may buy so many units as corporate housing. When they bring in like contractors or consultants and stuff like that, they put them up into corporate housing.
Look what happened to Playa Vista.
Right.
Woo. Google doesn't want their clients living in South Central. They want them available 24/7 in Playa Vista. So Playa Vista came up.
And Playa Vista is a very Playa Vista runs very far under the radar. You don't hear a whole lot about Playa Vista.
Because everybody there is there. They're not going nowhere.
They have there's an invisible fence around Playa Vista. But you're absolutely right. It's about demand. And from employees and corporations that want to live in the area. Then there's also tourism.
Exactly.
Tourism is a huge business. Because now if we have shops and businesses and nice neighborhoods, now we're going to attract tourists that are going to come into our neighborhood and spend money here. And they're going to come here and they're going to like it here. And what are they going to do? They're going to want to buy property.
Exactly.
They're going to want to stay at a hotel. They're going to spend money here.
Exactly.
So tourism plays a huge role. That's why they're cleaning up Lamert.
Exactly.
Because they want that to be a tourist spot.
That's exactly.
Why they're connecting all these
want it to be. It's already a tourist spot. I was so shocked at how you would not believe how many people come here from other countries to go to Lamert Park. I couldn't believe it when I was driving Crenshaw. I was like, you want to go? I went to see the black people. I was like, okay, it's right here on Vernon. Right across the street.
There is a tour that exists. Real life tour that will take you to They take you on a tour of the neighborhoods that were majorly affected by the riots. That's an actual tour. I heard about it.
I thought that. I didn't think they were still doing that.
Oh yeah, they still doing that.
Oh, I thought that was a long time ago.
No. Oh, no
for buyers, for people to invest.
No, they do that right now. They'll take you down Normandy.
Normandy.
I was thinking like investor tours.
I'm trying to use money to show you
where it went down.
Where it went down. Where the third. I mean, it's insane. It's all. I'm telling you, people are making a profit off of these neighborhoods, and it will continue to happen. If you got the money to buy. And this whole crying about gentrification, no. What it is that there is a group of people who are interested in a neighborhood, in redeveloping a neighborhood. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to say we have an interest in putting money into this area. We've had ample opportunity. Black folks had ample opportunities to pool their money together. They sure did. And completely revitalize this area. We have had opportunity after opportunity, and when it's too late, then we want to cry about gentrification. No, you cannot do that. You've had that opportunity. You had an opportunity, but you kept talking shit about the jungles and how the jungles ain't shit and how it's so violent, how it's this and that. I don't want to live in that area. Oh, but wait, you're not going to call the jungles no more in about 5, 10, 15 years. You're not going to call the jungles no more. Why? Because the white folks are slowly coming in. They are taking an interest. It's called vision. This area is not going to look like this forever. So let me jump early on board.
And the other thing that the white people do, and I experienced it over where I live, is when the white people start moving in, all the shit we don't like about our community, we never do nothing about. They ain't trying to live that shit.
Thank you. And they
so what they do is they call the commissioner, they do the rallies, they start getting petitions, and they do something before you know it, the street is cleaned up.
They not marching though.
They not marching.
They not. The white folks.
Yeah, they are. They marching for Bernie Sanders.
We don't want this smoke.